Today's video is sponsored by Vendoo. Hi everybody and welcome back to another video. My name is Lori. I am a full-time reseller on Poshmark and on eBay, and today I am bringing to you an actual thrift haul that I'm so excited to share with you. I have one item that is potentially like one of the best things I've ever found. We are going to send it off to real authentication and get some results for you by the end of this video. I am going to share with you all of my current updates as far as my liquidation sale goes. I am in the middle of a liquidation sale. I've sold a lot of items. I'll give you an exact number at the end of this video, but currently in my Poshmark closet, you can get any pre-owned item for 60% off. Just create a bundle. Let me know you are from YouTube and either send me a 60% off offer or I will send one to you. New with tag items are 40% off, and I am going to do a special little something with the items that I'm picking up today. So hit that subscribe button if you don't want to miss an upload. Hit the thumbs up if you're having a good time today, and let's jump into the video. Hi everybody, I am here at my local Savers and I'm running in kind of as like a reward to myself. I've really been limiting myself with my thrifting, but I have sold over worth of merchandise, and between Poshmark and eBay, I've sold over. So I'm celebrating today, and I hope the thrift gods are with me because I only have an hour. I have a friend coming in from out of town. So let's go in and see what we can find. It's such a bummer that these have the brand on it. Patagonia doesn't do this anymore. There's two of them. They're like brand new. I wish there was something I could do. And I know these still sell, but the prices aren't even bad, but I'm gonna leave those behind. But what I did find right out of the gate was this awesome denim jacket from Madewell. Denim's really in this fall. $6.99. I'm so excited. I might try this on. It's a medium. It's oversized for sure. Okay, found a couple other things that are interesting. This is a Lily Pulitzer blazer. Out of season. I don't know. If I wasn't liquidating, I'd probably grab that. It's $9.49. This I am getting for myself. The brand is Fat Face. It's $6.99, and it looks like it definitely needs like depilling. But I've been actually looking for a long sweater vest, just something that I can wear open with something underneath. And I think this is really cute. I'm just trying to see what it is made out of. Yeah, there's definitely some wool. It's like ribbed. I like this. This rolled out as well. This was on a kid's rack, another Lily. This is honestly like brand new, $5.99 in an extra large. It says $12.14. I don't know why it was on a kid's rack, but I think it was priced for kids. And this I just think is fun. It is a vintage Blarney Woolen Mills Ireland sweatshirt. I just think this is so cool. Somebody's gonna love this, so I think I'm grabbing this. This is a nice J. Crew sweater, but there's some pulling. I'm happy to see them pricing under $10. This is Free People, just $5.95. What was that? $5.49. It's very pilly. Oh, I don't know. I'm so tempted by Free People. Ralph Lauren, $12. They always price that up. It's cute. I like the little puff sleeves, but not a brand I typically grab. Belts have really been selling well for me. I like this, but look at $12.99 for a Ralph Lauren belt. It's a nice bigger size though. What's the original? $42 is the original price on that. This looks kind of interesting. Low vintage Lucky brand in a small. That's $5.99. This is kind of fun. That might be a good pickup. You can tell I'm making quick decisions here today. Won't take up a lot of space. That's important to me right now as I'm liquidating. This sweater's really pretty by Ted Baker. Ted Baker is one of those brands that just doesn't always do well. It's made in Hong Kong and it feels like wool. Let me just see. Cashmere, wool and cashmere. $12. I might grab that. I have to look and see. This I am pretty excited about, and there's no brand. It just feels so beautiful. And all of the buttons have this lion. It's like super quilted here, and what I'm most excited about is here it says made in France. Now if this had said made in China, I would have left it behind. It's a size 40, so European sizing. Double liner, it's cotton. The lining, main fabric, 100% silk. I mean, this is gorgeous. Padded shoulders. I need to go home and do some research on this, but this is definitely coming home with me. Somebody clearly donated a bunch of their lily. I don't think I'm gonna grab these, but so much lily I'm finding today. I wish it sold better for me. These Vionics are in pristine condition. At least my size. Vionics just don't sell like they used to. Drop in the comments if you're still picking up Vionics, how they do for you. These are a size 8. These are so nice, but they have them priced at $14. I do love Maybell jeans, and these are priced right, but that's kind of a, I don't know, I'm just not into the ripped jeans anymore. I'm on the hunt for some good jeans for myself. I'm not really seeing too many here that I'm excited about. Some old Lucky jeans. I'm pretty tempted by this for style as well. This is what makes me miss doing my live sales. This is so cute. $6.99, real Pendleton vibes here. Look at that. It's cotton and polyester, but it's like denim with this. I'm gonna put that in my car because I think this is pretty cool. I actually think this size UGG is really popular now, this style, the low ankle. They have these priced at $21. I don't know what to do about these. And I really like these Danskos, which largely gotten away from Danskos, but the price is right on these. $6.49. These are really cute. These Steve Madden boots I think are really cool design-wise, but they are beat up here on the heel and some staining here too, but style-wise, I like those. I wonder if Jay would wear these. These are men's Joseph Bound. He never does loafers, like never does slip-ons. These are in really excellent condition, and they are his size, and they're $15. I wonder if he'd wear those. Allbirds, sadly, I largely just leave behind at this stage of the game unless they're brand new. Those look a little worn down. It's always these trips that I don't have a lot of time where I find so many fun things. This is a Free People peach. I love the vibe of this. And this is a Madewell from summer of 2022 cardigan, and it's only $3.79. All right, I haven't shopped like this in a while, but I'm taking a lot of this home. I'm pretty bummed about this. It's Eileen Fisher. It's got these beautiful leather pockets right here. So awesome, but there are multiple holes in the wool, which makes me really sad because this is a really, really unique piece with the leather. But I did find this, and I just held it, and I was like, this feels like such quality. There was no tag here, but then I noticed on the inside tag that it was 5% cashmere, and that alone made me explore. So I kept looking, and I kept looking, and finally I found it. And I knew. I love this color. This is coming home with me. I think that's a wrap. I am really excited about this quick trip. I'm putting those back. I see a stain. That made that easy. All right, before we get into this fantastic haul, I just want to say thank you to Vendoo for sponsoring today's video. I've been working with Vendoo now for over 5 years, since 2019. They are an incredible company, and they allow you to cross-post your items to multiple platforms. As you know, my two main platforms are Poshmark and eBay, but you can also cross-list your items to Depop, Mercari, Kidizen, Etsy. So this is your go-to cross-listing service in the industry. They are the best out there. They can now send offers to your likers on 4 platforms. I saw Mercari, Depop, Poshmark, and eBay. When you are in Vendoo, you just go over to the little bar on the left-hand side. The top option is your inventory. The second option is to add a new item. You can import items next, and then there is a $sign, and it says send offers. You click on send offers. You'll see it populate with the current items on your platforms from the different marketplaces that I just mentioned. You can select each item on the page individually, or you can do select all, and you choose the percentage off that you want to send to your buyers. So you decide on the shipping rate you want, the percentage off that you want, and off it goes. It's another incredible service that Vendoo provides you with. One of my favorite features that I always talk about is their auto sales detection and delist feature. This has been incredible during my liquidation. If something sells on Poshmark, which clearly I'm having a lot more Poshmark sales, once it sells on Poshmark, it will automatically go into eBay and delist that item. items so you don't have to worry about double selling. The list of features goes on and on. If you want to give Vendoo a try, it's a great time to do it. Click the link in my description. You'll save 25% off your first month of service. I don't know where I would be in my reselling business without Vendoo. Once you try it, you will be hooked. With all of the current changes to Poshmark's selling system, literally this morning, we just got a message that they're going back to their old system. There are always these changes, and it's so good to be able to cross-list your items and not have all of your eggs in one basket. And if one platform isn't performing, I can count on the other one to help boost my sales. Give them a try today. Now let's get back to the video and see what I found at Savers. Hi everybody, and welcome back. It has been a couple of days, and wow, I think I made a discovery on the velvet jacket that actually just blew me away. I need to get it authenticated. I'm going to save it to the end of this video because I'm actually going to be filming in little chunks. I need to go to the post office because we are shipping out over 40 packages from this weekend sale. Stay tuned till the end of this video if you would like to see how my liquidation is going. I have been a reseller for over 6 years now, and I'm in the middle of a closet liquidation on Poshmark. I started mid-September with close to 1,600 items in my Poshmark closet, and I am going to share with you how I'm doing this week. At the end of the video, I will share with you all my stats, but this is truly a thrift with me and a thrift haul, which I have not done in over a month, like a real go in and come out with more than 10 items. I got 12 items, which you know I have been so picky about what I was picking up. I don't know if it was the mood I was in at Savers. I don't know, I was finding things that inspired me for the first time in a while. And that velvet coat, I thought it may have been Versace. Some of you watching may already know this is a brand I've never found before, but I think it's either a dupe or the real thing, and I am going to hopefully have this authenticated by the time this video goes public. So let's just start with the haul, starting with something that has no brand value whatsoever. This was a 100% style-based pickup. This reminded me so much of Pendleton jackets that I absolutely love and that people pay good money for. It's a very lightweight denim jacket. It was $6.99. I did have a 20% off coupon at the register. I don't know if my sales slip is in here. This just has a size small tag on it. So I don't think that this is anything special by means of a brand. The buttons have no detail. I just thought this was a really great, lightweight, fall, Southwestern Pendleton vibes jacket. I'm also going to try to do something unique with my pricing for the items in this video. By the time this video goes live, most of the items here should be listed in Poshmark. It is not going to be part of the 60% off liquidation, but I'm going to price these items to sell. I really want to just price things so that they move. If they don't sell at the price that I put them at, I'm going to give it about 48 to 72 hours. I will then delist everything, relist them at what I would normally list them at, and then they will be part of the 60% off liquidation. So you can take your chances. If you like something, you can jump on it right away at a really fair price, or you can wait. Okay, enough talking. My post office opens at 9 o'clock, so I have to run and get Tyvek mailers because we are out of them and we have a ton of things to ship. I was really excited about this. This is Free People Beach. This was $7.99. Here is the tag. It is a cropped, like raw hem, brown, cozy cardigan. Pullover. So actually it's not a cardigan. I thought it was a cardigan, but it's actually a pullover with just a few buttons. My only fear with this, because I don't get any cell reception at this Savers, is did somebody DIY this and cut this? It looks very Free People cropped, like this is how it came, but there is a chance that somebody DIY'd this and maybe this wouldn't have been the best pickup, but $8, 20% off. It's really cozy. It is a fun Free People look that does very well in my closet. This is on the other side of the spectrum from that Free People, and this is a Lily Pulitzer. It came out on a new rack for kids, and it was priced at $5.99. It's a size 12-14. It looks big for kids. It just looks like a elbow length sweater. It was $5.99. It's in really excellent condition. This is probably something I'm going to price just at $20 to see if it sells. It looks like it's from May of 2018, so not as new as I thought, but it's in really excellent condition. We'll see how this does. That may end up on the sales rack. I don't know. I was just feeling it on this day. Oh, this is something I picked up for myself, and this needs some love. This is a fat face sweater vest. Long black puffer vests are in this season. I haven't found one that I really think is flattering on me, but I am looking for them because I wear my black North Face vest into the ground, and I have for years. My neighbor is walking up the street and Lumpy seems very interested. Is Karen going for a walk? Is Karen walking up the street? So this is mine, and it needs to be washed and it needs to be delinted, but I really think this would be really cute, and I look forward to styling that sweater. If I don't like it, it will end up in the sale for about $20. This I was so excited about. I felt this fabric and immediately thought to myself, this is quality. I don't know what it is, but it feels like quality. You have to be curious in this profession, because I would have otherwise missed this because there is no tag. And it wasn't anything I recognized immediately, but I did notice that there were thumb holes that were stitched really nicely. They're actually a covered thumb hole, and I just kept feeling it, and the weight felt nice. And then I looked at the tag, and there was 5% cashmere. So that made me want to explore more. Once I saw that there was 5% cashmere, viscose, then it's nylon, acrylic, but it was the cashmere that piqued my interest. So I started to look around, and as you saw in the thrift with me, this is a Lululemon cardigan wrap. And the Lululemon logo was just in the same color fabric, so it wasn't like a metal logo, so it didn't really stand out, but here it is. Lululemon, for me, is at this point more of a bread and butter brand, but I still get excited to find nice pieces from them. And this is a really substantial sweater. It's in a great color for fall. I don't know the size of it, so there will be those drawbacks, but I am going to do some research, find out what style this is. So this is an item probably for the sale that I would price at $30. So this would be a really great time to just jump on this item. I'm trying this strategy where if I do go thrifting, I'm just gonna price my items to sell, so that when the video first goes out and there's some excitement around the item, hopefully it will sell at a reasonable price. And then if it doesn't in a couple days, I will delist, relist, probably price it up a little bit, and then just leave it to the elements of whatever I'm doing for my liquidation sale. I'm trying new things, as you know, every week, trying more and more, but I am excited with how the sale is going. So be sure to subscribe if you want to follow along my thrifting adventures, my liquidation stuff. This is the Ireland sweatshirt. This was another style-based pickup. It's really fun. I will price this at $20. I think it's a cool vintage sweatshirt. I love that the brand was Blarney, because this is a good brand that I look for when I'm picking up Irish knit sweaters. So that was great for this. We'll see how it does. I'm selling a fair amount of my Dansko and Sanita clogs now that we're at like 60% off, but I picked these up because I think they're really great for the fall. They're a little ankle boot. I love the little tassel on the side. They're in really excellent condition, and these were priced at just $6.49. So if I list these for $25 right off the bat, I think they have a good chance of moving pretty quickly. I do have to look at comps. That could impact even the price that is my move it now price. But after we get all of our shipping done, and when Tina is actually photographing these items today and I'm working on editing this video, I will be doing all of my research so that by the time this video goes live, you will be able to see the price that I landed on. This is a Madewell denim jacket, and it's oversized in a size medium. I think this is just phenomenal. Denim jackets are really in this fall, and I love this oversized denim jacket. I just think it's great, especially in the fall when you don't want something too heavy. It's a great piece to layer. You can add a scarf to it with some boots. It's a perfect fall jacket. So excited. I love Madewell. We'll see how that does. And I definitely think even if you're a size large, that would work for you. Just 2 more items, and then I'm off to the post office. I ended up getting this Lucky brand belt. It's leather with metallic silver thread through it. These type of belts do pretty well for me. I think I sold out of all of my Ed Hardy belts. I love carrying belts. They're lightweight, they're easy to ship, they're easy to store, they don't take up a lot of space, and they've been moving for me. So $5.99, I'll probably price this at under $20 for today, and then we'll see if it sells. This is the last piece that I picked up.
And this is another Madewell item. It was just $3.79. And I thought that was so inexpensive for my Savers. It's got these cool buttons down the side. It's a cardigan sweater. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, when I looked, this was from summer of 2022, which means we'll have some great stock photos and inspiration photos to go with this in the listing. That is everything. I have not been so excited about a haul in so long. Here is the jacket that I think could be from Balmain. I have never found anything from Balmain. I just did a close-up of the buttons and that's what came up. The quality of the stitching on this is outstanding. I have looked this over and under. I've looked at the stitching. I've looked at everything. I know nothing about Balmain. The detail on the cuffs is what really got to me. It's super squishy. The stitching is just gorgeous. And I just did a close-up on the buttons. Sometimes that line face is on Anne Klein items. I wasn't sure, I just felt like this was just beautiful, beautiful quality. So I need to research what to look for. This is the back of the snaps. I mean, the stitching is gorgeous. It says it's made in France. When I get back from the post office, we are going to talk about sales, where I'm at, what's going on for this week and the upcoming weeks, and then we'll wrap things up. All right, I will be back, gotta run. Oh my gosh, you're being so sweet. Hi, friends. Okay, so it's been a day. I have not heard back from Real Authentication on the Balmain jacket, or what I'm praying is a Balmain jacket. On one hand, the quality is over the top, amazing. On the other hand, the white tag is making me nervous, and there's no sign of the original, what would have been the Balmain tag, which I've researched, and it's supposed to be sewn right in. I actually paid an additional $30 to get a turnaround in an hour, just so we would have an answer for this video. I'm not very hopeful. It's a beautiful jacket. I'm gonna give it to Angie if it's not authentic. And there's nothing that says it's Balmain, so it's not like I'm buying a fake coat. It had no label on it. It just said size 40, made in France. The quality is honestly next level. So we'll see. However, this is where I typically film for my other channel. I have all my fountain pens up here. So I just filmed a video in my room and the sun's going down. So I just wanted to come on here. I'm just on my iPhone and just check in. And now I'm going to switch over to my laptop so we can share the screen, and I'm going to share with you all the details of my sale. And then hopefully by the time that's done, I will hear from Real Authentication, because I paid $30 to have a 1 hour turnaround, but that was like 20 minutes ago. So fingers crossed. Let's jump into the sales. Are you a sweetie? You need a bath. Baby. Oh, I love you. I love you. Want to show everybody your underbite? You look like the Godfather. You're gonna make them an offer they can't refuse. Okay, more time has lapsed. I still have Crazy Boy close to me. So hopefully he's not too terrible. Oh my gosh. Lumpy, go lay down. Okay, that's good, Lump. You can stay there. That's better. All right, so I just had one more sale come through. So I can tell you now that the Lululemon item has sold. I had listed it for $78 before this video went live, and then I was going to drop all the prices, but then someone put it in a bundle with a few other things and offered me the 60% off. And because it was in a bundle with some other high-priced items like this Ronnie Kobo was $199. So this was a great sale. So I think it ended up costing my buyer like $31, and I was going to price it at $35. So that has also sold in addition to the Madewell top. Okay, so here is my current year at a glance. This is obviously when I started my sale. For those of you who might not remember, I started on September 11th. On September 11th, I had sold 13 items. What do you have, Lumpy? He's obsessed with napkins. Okay, this is going to be a crazy video. So in the month of September, I did $6,669.07. Listings sold last month, 268, minus the 13 before the sale. I'm sorry, I keep saying that. But in total,
since the sale started, 255 items in the month of September. We are not through October yet, and I'm at 286 items this month sold. So if you combine these two, the 255 when I started the sale plus 286, that's 541 items. And then if you look at the sales, last month, 6,669.07. This month, and it is the 22nd of October, I still have a lot of time left to make more sales. $6,399.05, and I wrote down my total here. So between September and October, $13,068.12. That is almost half of the entire year's worth of sales. And then if you look at the listings sold, I've sold 978 items, 541 since my sale started. So these two past months together equal more items sold than the previous 8 months prior. So this is just blowing my mind, and it feels so good to lower my inventory. So let's look over at my Posh stats. If you remember when I started this liquidation, I was at 1,577 items active. So now, drum roll, I'm at 1,020. I cannot wait for this number to be 3 digits. I cannot wait to be under 1,000. If anybody sends me offers tonight, I would love it. 60% off pre-owned items. I'll have the items from today's video. I don't have the Ireland sweater or the Lily Pulitzer sweater listed yet because I wanted to wash those. They both needed washing. Other than that, I should have the other items from today's haul listed and priced to sell. I'm going to drop the prices on items that I've already listed because I listed them yesterday. I put them up a little high and I was planning to drop them for tonight's video. But 541 items, over $13,000 in sales. I can't believe it. And let's just take a quick look at eBay. I wanted to show you how quiet it's been over here. So only 18 items sold this month on eBay. $798. I'm down 43%. In the month of September, I sold 42 items and the total sales were 1,961. That could be deceiving because this is for the entire month and I didn't start my sale until mid-month. But if you add eBay to Poshmark, the 541 items plus here on eBay, 42 plus the 18, I'm over 600 sold between September and October. I really couldn't ask for more. I just want to keep pushing forward. We're going to do 60% off for another week and 40% off new with tag items. I honestly don't have a plan for what comes next. I don't know that I'll be able to go to 70% off on the majority of the items. I might do some bundling thing. I'm not there yet. I will have another video to let you know what is going to be the next phase. But here's this update, and I have one more update that I promised to share with you. About 45 minutes ago, I got word back from Real Authentication. Let me know in the comments before I click over here if you think it's authentic or if you think it is not authentic based on my description and the images. Okay. Here we are at Real Authentication. I moved my face to the center over the message. I am so upset with myself because I spelled Balmain incorrectly. Oh, they did put Balmain here. Thank goodness, because I put Balmain. I was like so hyped up when I was filling out this order. Here's what I paid, $65. I had a $5 off coupon. It's typically $30 to have it authenticated. So it was $25 for the basic authentication. Then I knew I wanted to put this video out and I was honestly just being quite impatient. I paid $30 additional to have a 1 hour turnaround, which honestly, if I didn't have a YouTube channel, I would not have paid $30 for a fast turnaround. I would have waited 24 hours and just gotten my answer when I got it. And the reason I paid another $10 is because if the item is authentic, they give you a certificate, or you can get a certificate for $10 additional. So I'm going to move my face over. I don't have a very good poker face. It is authentic. I am so excited. This has been like all day I keep looking over this jacket. It is absolutely beautiful. Silk, velvet, gorgeous buttons. The only thing is I really don't know what it's going to resell for. If we come over here to the Real, this is a Balmain blazer. Similar to mine, but honestly, mine has like a Sgt. Pepper's look to it. It's got the high collar, it's cropped, it's got the padded shoulders, it's got gorgeous detail on the cuffs. I can't find anything that looks exactly like mine. So the Real has this priced at $956. Here on Poshmark, this is a Balmain for H&M. They have this listed at $498. Here is a tweed jacket listed for $2,000. Sometimes you'll see Balmain things listed lower. This one's at $525. Again, I think mine is so awesome. Let's move down here a little bit. This is what the actual price is on these velvet jackets from Balmain. Over $2,000, between $2,200 and like $3,000. Someone's selling this velvet dress for $2,100, $1,200, $1,290. This is a navy velvet jacket, new with tag, priced at $850. I really think mine is so classic. Now let's look at some solds. So these are the H&M Balmain collaborations, and these are still selling for over $100. I mean, I would love to get over $500 for the one that I have. This just says Balmain velvet. That looks like the H&M. I'm really having a hard time finding anything that's exactly like mine. So we'll see. I might price mine like at $750 or $900 and see how it does. I don't think I'm going to make that part of the 60% off sale for a little while. I just want to see how it does. So probably I would give it, I don't know, a few weeks before I would let it go for cheap, because there's just nothing like it that I'm seeing online. Balmain inspired. This is tweed for $250. There's the H&M for $140. This seems more in line with mine. $850 is sold, but it was also new with tag, and it had the Balmain logo on it. However, mine's going to have to be sent to Poshmark for authentication, which is why I want it to sell for over $500, because then they authenticate. But I'll also have my certificate that I paid the $10 for on realauthentication.com. But oh my gosh, I had no idea when I took that jacket home what I was bringing into my life. I follow this luxury brand woman from the UK. I love her. Her name is Sophie. She did a video on trying on a Balmain jacket. So I knew that Balmain blazers were a thing, but I did not know that I had a Balmain jacket in my hands until I got home. I thought maybe it was Versace, but it wasn't the Versace logo. Like I said, it was lions, and I did not know that that was associated with Balmain. Anyways, this has absolutely made my day. I'm sorry for like the low quality video, but I wanted to just show you the whole process. I will definitely be cross-listing this to eBay. Maybe I'll put this on Vestiaire Collective. I have a lot of options with Vendoo. So that's all for today's video. I really appreciate you guys watching. Go shop my sale. Try to get me under 1,000 items tonight. I would be so grateful. 60% off pre-owned items. And I am going to price the newer items that I just listed to $30 or less for the next 48 hours. So thank you guys so much for watching.
Thanks again to Vendoo for sponsoring today's video. If you'd like to give them a try, be sure to click the link in my description. You'll save 25% off your first month of service.